bonds, but when you drill down and you ask them, so how are you positioned, they weren't really short bonds. They just had some other stuff on that felt would do well if yields would go higher. So yeah, I think, as I said, trend following might be the only true short sellers left, if I'm being a little bit cheeky here. So that was another thing I thought was interesting. Don't know whether you ever think about that.
Oh, look, I mean, so I have a lot to say on this topic. So short selling generally sucks, right? And it sucks because you're starting with a horrendously asymmetrical payoff profile. First of all, you short something. If you get it unbelievably perfect timing and everything else, you make 50%. If you get the timing wrong or other things, you lose 200%. So the odds are stacked against you. Now, my first job in the hedge fund industry, working for this guy, Seth Klarman, and he knew Chanos well, right? Chanos was one of the, kind of that generation of hedge fund guys. And there's this great story about Chanos that Seth would say, where, as we would come up and say, like, boy, the stock seems really, overvalued and we should short it. And you tell the story about Chanos, and back then you actually had like shareholder meetings, and hedge funds would show up and and yell at managers in person. They weren't yet at the point of sending poison letters and things like that. And so Chanos apparently is short some stock, and he goes to the annual meeting, and all the shareholders there, and he grabs the mic and he starts yelling at management about all these things that are wrong, and then apparently the CEO said, well, are you done? And he said, yeah, I'm done, or something, or, I want to hear an answer. He said, well, the answer is we just got to take over Alter. 70% free.